First Corinthians 9:19. Although I am free from all people, I am made myself a slave of all of them to win more of them. So what Paul's referring to is him being a prisoner, him being in chains. And he's saying, for the sake of winning more believers, I've done this. What extent are we willing to take to further please the Lord? Are we willing to do that, take that harsh step? Luke 8. Luke 7:38 through 41. Luke 7:38 through 41. Okay. Luke 7:38 through 41. And stood at his feet behind him, crying. This is referring to the woman. And she began to wash his feet with her tears, and wiped them with her hair of her head. And she kissed his feet, anointed them with the fragrant olive oil. Now when the Pharisees who had invited him saw this, he thought to himself, if this man was really a prophet, he would know what sort of woman he is touching. First off, this woman was showing her repentance, knowing who he was as Lord, the one that could forgive her sins and give her mercy. Second, this Pharisee did not know who he was because he's doubting it here, but he's also seeing God as vindictive rather than forgiving and loving. Yes, this man also didn't see the fact that he himself was prideful and a sinner himself. And Jesus knew what he thought and said to him, Simon, I have something to say to you. He said, what is it? What? He said, teacher, say it. First off, this man is not seeing Jesus as a teacher because he just questioned him being a prophet. So what in fact is this man, what is Jesus teaching him if he doesn't consider what he's saying of any nature from God whatsoever? There's a certain creditor. 2 men owed him money. One owed him 500 silver dollars, and the other owed him 50. So 2 amounts. This in itself describes sin. We ain't gonna go into further in this parable, but we all have a debt of sin. Some of us has more. Some of us has less. We cannot pay the debt of sin, no matter how great or small it is. It's something we can't pay. Sometimes the debt is far greater. Sometimes it's not. Some people have a greater debt than us, but we still can't pay our own debt. We need to look to Him. And that's part of the point of the story.